Hey everyone, Jersey Kev back to you with another long form video. Today I'm going to give you the basics of car insurance. It's something that is really important to have for your vehicle to protect yourself, to protect others, and protect your assets. So today's going to be a little bit more of an informative video for you. I'm just going to go over the basics. Before we get started, I just need to let you know that some states, and pretty much every state is different. So I'm just going to go over the basics. So make sure when you're purchasing auto insurance that you do your research to make sure that you get what your state requires. So first, we're going to talk about liability to others. This is also known as PD or property damage. This is a coverage that is mandatory in most states. Some people call it liability, is what they call it because it's something that would help repair either a damaged property, say you hit a fire hydrant or a wall, or tear up someone's yard or hit a pole, something like that. It'll also cover if you're at fault for an accident. Say you're driving, you weren't paying attention, and you rear end someone's car. What this does is it protects you as the customer to not be pay for damages that you are liable for. A lot of states have different property damage limits. For me, I'm in New Jersey. The standard limit is $5,000 in property damage. That's what the state requires you to cover if you drive a vehicle, and 5,000 gets you nowhere. So make sure that you purchase something just in case something were to happen to protect you, because this helps protect you from being sued or people going after your assets if you do damage and you're liable for the damage. Like I said, it's required in most states. Number two, we're going to talk about collision and comprehensive coverage. What collision and comprehensive cover is two separate things. Once again, make sure you read your policy contracts because each insurance company might have a different definition for it. Most insurance companies, it covers pretty much exactly the same thing. Collision is going to cover if you're involved in a collision with another object. Say you're driving your car and you run into someone, or someone runs into you, someone pushes a shopping cart into your car, stuff like that. Collisions usually are while you're driving, or something is pushed into your vehicle. That would cover your car. So that would mean that you're able to get that vehicle repaired, and it also has a deductible associated with it. Most of the time, your collision and comprehensive deductibles are the same, but some people carry lower or higher for either one. Collision would repair your vehicle in the event of that happening, so that way you can get your asset, your car, back. If you have a lien holder, meaning you make payments to a bank, most banks require you to have collision. However, collision and comprehensive are both optional coverages. So if you do have the title to it, you're not required to have collision and comprehensive. However, if your vehicle is worth a lot and something happens to it, always be sure to cover your asset. That way, in the event something happens, your insurance company will give you a check for what your vehicle is worth. Comprehensive would cover in the event that your vehicle gets stolen, there's a tornado, it's parked and a tree branch falls on it, your vehicle is flooded. So that's what comprehensive would cover: fire, theft, all that kind of thing. Things that aren't your fault. Things that happen because of nature or bad people around you, such as theft or just bad luck in general when it comes to those kind of things. Also to help cover if you hit a deer or animals of any sort like that. It's usually a not at fault. And once again, collision and comprehensive are optional. However, most people get either no collision comprehensive or collision and comprehensive. One word I want you guys to stay away from that a lot of people use is I have full coverage. I tend to tell people that this is not a good term because it doesn't necessarily, full coverage doesn't mean you fully cover your vehicle. It only covers certain things. So make sure that you check to see what you have on your policy to protect your assets. Number three, I want to talk about rental. This is a really big one, and you guys need to pay attention to this. This is the biggest thing that I want to talk to you about when it comes to rental. When you say, I want full coverage, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're getting rental with it. So make sure you check to make sure you have rental if you need rental in the event that your car goes down for a comprehensive claim or a collision claim, because rental is a thing that you can add on to your auto policy. So this is something, what would happen is that you can choose limits, 30, 40, 50, sometimes even more a day, and your insurance company will provide you a rental through Enterprise, Hertz, or Budget, or any other rental facility that your insurance company works with. This is essential if you get into a car accident and you need your car every day. You want to make sure that you have rental. If you have collision and you're involved in a collision or involved in a comprehensive loss and you do not select rental on your policy, you will not get a rental from the insurance company for the limits that you selected. So make sure you check. And if you don't know, it's really great to go check it now, because once you make a claim, you can't just add rental to the policy. So make sure you check to see if you have rental, especially if you need your vehicle to get to and from work. Next, we're going to talk about injury portion. Once again, this is very state specific. There's certain injury protections that help you if you're not at fault, if you go to the hospital. There's also ones that cover if you are involved in an accident and you injure someone else. This is called BI, or bodily injury. If you cause an accident, so you rear end someone and they go to the hospital, your bodily injury will help pay if you're liable for the loss. So that way they don't sue you. Injury is the biggest thing that people sue for. So having a good limit on your bodily injury in case you cause an accident is great, because it will protect you from them coming after your house, your assets, or anything else. So make sure you check what your limits are on your bodily injury and you set it to exactly what you want to protect to make sure that you're protected. And finally, I just want to talk about agents in general. If you really are confused about how car insurance works, getting an agent is really going to be helpful, because they're going to be able to show you the basics and they're going to be able to tell you exactly what coverages that you need, and everything like that. And finally, I definitely want to talk about shopping around. It's definitely important that you take a look and shop around as rates increase from different insurance companies for even things that you haven't done. Also, when you get into a car accident, people are always worried about their rates going up. The best thing I can tell people is that if anything is paid out on a claim, your rates might go up. But your rates also might go up because there's a lot of claims in your area. Legislation is passed by your state. Just the cost of repairing everything is higher. There's a lot of different things that cause your rates to go up. Well, if you guys have are following along till now, I really appreciate it. If you have any other questions regarding anything with car insurance basics, feel free to drop it down in the comments, and please be sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more. You could also check out my other shorts. I do a lot of more lighter-hearted things like dad jokes and stuff like that. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, till next time, have a good one.